This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Missouri Tigers, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Baylor Bears. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Baylor's offense takes the field to start this game off. Motion from the back. Hands it off. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
There he goes. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. That's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Now on the option. Find some fresh air. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Baylor!
And this offense shows you right now they're willing to run their quarterback, run the option, and that spells trouble for this defense. Now you got to defend everybody. The quarterback's going to run, and he can pitch it. It makes it so hard to play defense. This offense has already got the head spinning on the defensive side of the football.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Missouri's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
He's got enough for a Missouri first down.
And I just love having a decisive quarterback. Like, give him options, but he makes a decision, sticks his foot in the ground, says, I'm going to get the first down, and he gets it.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Makes the grab. It's Terry. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Going to the ground. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Going to swing it on second down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah.
Headed to the end zone.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Forward. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense.
Sneaks it into the end zone.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. Now the pitch. Hard running there. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here comes the option. Touchdown Bears! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He gets a block. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. On the option. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Gets the back moving. The hand to the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Sends it back in motion. White wants to throw it. They go to the wide receiver screen. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Running into the open space. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
And the Bears have this offense rolling. Power football with the run. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll leave it with him. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
And the Bears trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UCLA looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out.
He's in open space downfield.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. To the air on 2nd down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Running back searching for a hole. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll ride his man on the option. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. White going to attack through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's King. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. The RPO fired complete to the left. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Unloads to the right. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense down. Instead, they'll replay it. And some room to work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
At midfield, he's got room. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. White wants to throw it. Out of the backfield, the running back snags it, but couldn't keep his feet in bounds. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he was trying to get his feet down. You saw a little toe tap action there, but ultimately it ends up being an incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Complete to the left. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Bears back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, looking for a space. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Missouri gets to the line quickly. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find their rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. From the gun, the ground game. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5.
Get set. Ready.
The option look. The pitch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Motion from the back. The give on the option. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
They'll give it to the back. At the 45 on his way. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really down.
Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I have absolutely no problem with that call. 3rd and long. Passing defense on the field. They sneak the option in. QB makes the right decision, and they chew up some yardage. And now they've given themselves an opportunity on 4th down to be able to go for it.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough space. Touchdown! Mizzou. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, they go back to the option play. Now, this is the second time, Paul, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option, it's responsibility football. I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You could tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out, or it's going to be a long game.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He'll pull it on the read. Can't get him to the ground. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Baylor! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands and he darted. And took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Caught behind the line. It's Madison. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Third down after the run. To the air, it's Morris. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He leaves it with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They go to the ground.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21.
Let's go! Let's go!
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Creates a little space. Turning it on! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
I'd say, well, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big spot in the 4th quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes...
Touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Looking downfield, it's Morris. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Red pass hits complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Might as well give it to him again. Makes it past the marker. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. Caught in the backfield, it's Madison. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Morris. Quickly out to the tight end. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, Zach.
They'll go to the ground. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the fly sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Absolutely perfect. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of their way with their fingernail.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. And they'll take a knee. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.